If you're anything like us, you continually find yourself re-evaluating your gear to see where you can shed unnecessary kilos. The very nature of mountain hunting means you're going to be carrying a fair bit of gear. Binos, spotting scopes, rifles, camping gear, food, and when you add our extra camera and climbing gear, it can add up to some pretty sobering pack weights. Obviously, the heavier your pack, the more discomfort you'll experience, and the more fatigued, slower and injury prone you'll become. Technically speaking, the steeper the country, the more the weight of your pack increases your heart rate. You ideally want to keep your heart rate within the aerobic system so you can keep going at the same pace for longer, rather than your heart rate entering the lactic threshold, requiring you to stop often to suck in some big ones, which I'm sure most hunters are all too familiar with when pushing up steep climbs with heavy packs to close in on an animal. The recommended rule of thumb to ensure good longevity on the hill is to try carry 20% or less of your body weight. For a 100 kilo washed up footy player like myself, that's 20 kilos, which is typically unachievable on most of the trips we undertake. And when you add the weight of game meat harvested along the way, well, let's just not go there. But again, I'll say, minimising weight throughout your entire hunting setup wherever possible is a great idea. You'll have seen us using the Tatonka Bison 90 plus 10 litre packs with the X1 harness system a lot over the years, and in terms of a big, robust and comfortable pack for heavy load carrying, with plenty of functional pockets for carrying spotters and tripods, they're a hard option to look past. All that size and functionality does come at a trade-off though, and that is their weight. The bare weight of these packs before any of your gear has been added is 3.2 kilos. Depending on your intended trips and use, this might not be of too much concern, but for hunters doing big multi-day trips, you may wish to consider a lighter option. Within the Tatonka range, the two other packs we find ourselves switching to for all-out lightweight trips are the Yukon 70 plus 10, which uses the lighter V2 harness system, but still boasts good comfort and pocket options, tipping the scales at 2.6 kilos, and the Yukon Light 60 plus 10, which you've seen us using on this trip. By utilising the ultra-light yet highly tear-resistant TDIA rip material and limiting the pocket options, this pack weighs only a mere 2 kilos, and we've been suitably impressed by how it stood up to New Zealand's rugged mountain environments. Provided you're strategic and organised with the gear you're carrying, its 70 litre lightweight capacity is a strong contender when carrying 20 to 25 kilo loads over long distances. Depending on the type of hunting you do, you're probably going to prioritise certain factors over others, whether that's the overall pack weight like us, having a large capacity to fit everything in, the load carrying comfort, to having a quieter outer fabric for silent bush stalking. Luckily, Tatonka offer a great range of options to cover the demands of most Kiwi hunters. So get on down to your local Hunting and Fishing New Zealand store and have a chat with the camping experts about what type of pack is best suited to your own needs.